Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to take a bike ride around the neighborhood. This is my bike. There's my bike. That's my bike. So we're going to do this is, there is, this and that. Present continuous. We're going to use all the tenses today. There's my house. That's my house. And if you listen carefully, when I say there is, there are, there is we use for single. There is a car behind me. There are many trees in my yard. But when we speak with each other, we often say theirs, and it's plural. So I might say, there's a lot of trees in the yard. Theirs. What I mean is, there are. So right now, I'm getting on my bike. And I'm going to walk to the edge of the driveway so that I don't crash. And we're going to take a ride around the neighborhood and see what we can see. My neighbor across the street is building a new house. They bought a house and they tore down the old house. To tear down, past tense, tore. They bought an old house and they tore it down, and now they're building a new one. There's a neighbor walking and another neighbor. Good morning.
Good morning.
People like to walk in the morning in this neighborhood. It's kind of quiet. Okay, I'm trying to get on my bike with one hand. There we go. There's my house, 2050. There are 2 cars in my driveway. There's a car behind me. There's a lady walking a dog in front of me. It looks like the dog is taking her for a walk. There's a creek. We're crossing a bridge. A small bridge. Now I'm riding my bike. I'm pedaling up a short hill. Here comes somebody on a bicycle. They are watering their yard. We have special days to water our yard. If your street address number ends in an even number, 02468, then you water on certain days. If your street address ends in odd numbers, 13579, then you water on different days. There's another dog taking his owner for a walk. I think the dogs are the bosses. Okay. Should we go left or should we go right? Let's go to the right. I'm turning right. Okay. The sun is behind me. There's a man doing yard work. He's trimming his bushes with it's called a hedge trimmer. Big yards, it takes a lot of work to keep these yards looking nice. Most people hire a gardener. They come once a week. He's cleaning the windows. Lots of windows to clean. People hire someone to clean their windows too. In my house, we do our own gardening. We do our own yard work. We wash our own windows. But we do have somebody come to clean the pool. Once a week, the pool guy comes to clean the pool. Okay, should we go straight or right or left? Let's turn left. I'm turning left. There's a fire hydrant. There's a fig tree. Lots of pine trees. Pine trees are the trees that look like Christmas trees. There's one. Yesterday was trash day, so people's garbage cans are out. There's two. See, I said there's two. I should say there are two. If I write it, I would write there are two garbage cans. But when I speak it, I can say there's two garbage cans. There's a new house. It's easy to see the new houses. There's an old house. The old houses have one story or one floor. The new houses usually have 2 stories or 2 floors. And the old houses are covered with lots of trees behind the bushes. There's an old house in here. This house on the corner has a lot of nice fruit trees in the yard. Let's take a look. I think those are persimmon trees. Pomegranate trees. Lemon trees. Fig trees. Let's turn around. I'm turning around. There. Not easy with one hand. There's a pine tree. They also have a bunch of grapevines over there. Maybe they make their own wine. Here comes a guy on a bicycle. He's pedaling his bicycle. He's wearing a helmet. Good for him. I don't have a helmet on. I should wear a helmet. That's advice to myself. I'd better wear a helmet. I should wear a helmet. If you're under 18, you had better wear a helmet because it's the law. Okay, there's an old house behind these bushes. Look at these big bushes. There goes a truck. There's a car. I hope they stop. They stopped. More walkers. I went walking this morning early, and it's not so busy, but in the later morning, I think it's 9 o'clock. Should we go straight or turn right? I'm going to turn right. There, I turned right. There's a big house. There's an old house. This is a new one. There's a neighbor. Hi. She has a bag of tomatoes. I'll tell you why. There's a house up here. The owner had two houses. He tore down one house, but he didn't build a new one. He turned the lot is empty land. He turned the lot into a big garden. Here's an empty lot with no house, but no garden. I'll show you the house. He has a lot like this, and he planted a huge garden, and he gives all the food to the neighborhood. It's great. In fact, this morning there were lots of tomatoes on the table in the front, and I took some tomatoes because maybe we will make a Greek salad tonight or some fresh tomato sauce. Here's a big brick house. There's a big brick house with a flag on a flagpole. Look at these bushes. They're trees, but they're spin. They're windy. They're all twisted. There's a lady with a hat, and she's walking her dog. I hear a gardener. Gardeners are busy in this neighborhood. It seems like a quiet neighborhood, but there are always lots of gardeners with machines, blowing leaves, mowing lawn, trimming edges. Now there's a big tall house. There's a horse mailbox. That house with a horse mailbox, they have horses. Can you believe it? Right here in the middle of Sacramento. There's a worker. Okay, we're back on Maple Glen. That's my street. We are going to turn right. We are turning right. Here's my good friends and neighbors taking a walk. Good morning. I'm making a video for my students. Here's the house with a garden. Actually, there's no house. See the house back there, that big one? Anyway, this whole yard, they tore down the house and planted a garden. There's some pomegranate trees, and here's the tomatoes. If you come by on the right day at the right time, you can grab a few tomatoes. Don't take them all because we want to share with everybody. Grab a few tomatoes and have fresh tomatoes for your dinner. Here comes 2 walkers. She's carrying a cup of coffee. Morning. Here's another bridge. There's another bridge. We're crossing it. There's a house for sale. Pending sale. That means the house is in the process of being sold. Somebody made an offer to buy the house. The offer was accepted by the owner, and now they're going to begin the process, the paperwork. Okay, so here's my street. Green waste. It's getting warm already. It's going to be hot today. Yesterday was hot. The day before was hot. I don't know about tomorrow, but I think today it's going to be hot. There's the house that is being built. Passive, it's being built by somebody. Active, somebody is building the house. There's my house. See, it's an old house behind the bushes. You can't see it. Okay, we're home. Now, I'm going to get off the bike. Okay. So, that's a little trip around the neighborhood. Ooh, sunny. So we used lots of tenses: present tense, present perfect, present continuous, past tense, future. Listen to the video and try to hear all of the tenses and the descriptions of the neighborhood. Okay? Good. Have a great day. See you next time.